Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, all glory, all honor to the Abanawa Yahweh, and I do so through the Messiah, through the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, the Savior of Israel, Yahweh Shah HaMashiach, who the word really calls Jesus Christ, right? And I'm going to be speaking on a quick situation about the brother, young brother, you understand, young prince, who's recently fell into that great sleep, man, the sleep of death. Young brother by the name of, who goes by it's the name of Pop Smoke, right? These rappers, how they alter egos or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know the brother, whatever the case may be, but turn it off. Turn it off. But I'm going to speak on the situation, and I'm going to speak on it as a spiritual man, you understand? Not speaking from my own vain opinion, you understand, but speaking from what I saw, what I knew of the brother from a spiritual aspect, right? So now we're going to jump straight into it in the book of Sirach, right? Book of Sirach, chapter, Sirach chapter, I'm going to start at chapter 10, right? And it reads, chapter 10 and verse, I'm going to start at verse 6, right? The book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 6, and it reads, bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices, right? So you understand, I don't know the brother. I'm gonna be honest, I never listened to his music. You understand, I'm not familiar with the brother at all, but from the little that I do know of the brother, and from my understanding of the so-called music industry as we know it today, right? You might as well say Satan industry, right? We know how this music industry works, you understand? They take good brothers, right? When I say good brothers, trust me, I by no means mean the word good, because the only good thing is keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. That would make you good. But when they take brothers, you understand, who are not evil brothers, is what I'm gonna say. The music industry, Satan's industry, it takes normal brothers, so to say, right? Afflicted, oppressed brothers, you understand? And what does that satanic industry do to these brothers? It dangles let's take a dog for example, right? If you got a dog, he's always outside in the back, right? In the dog house, you understand? And you understand, you feed him little dog gibble bites or whatever the case may be. You feed him his little dog food or whatever the case may be, right? So one day you go out there and you got a steak on a stick, and you just dangling it in front of his face, but he's in the house. You understand? He's in his dog house on the chain, on the leash, right? So he can't get it, but you just dangling it over his face. You understand? You tempting the dog, right? You want the dog to be motivated, or you want to give the dog the form of an illusion that, you understand, I'm going to give you this bait. So that's all the satanic music industry does to our brethren, our normal brethren, our oppressed brother, our brethren that are without, our sick, afflicted brothers, you understand? The music industry, it dangles the bait right in front of them and tell them, you understand, look, all you got to do is say a couple of these bars on the track, you understand? Speak about whoring out your women. Speak about the things that you've seen in your community growing up, you understand? So necessarily, I'm not gonna say that with the you understand, what the satanic industry, what the brothers be rapping about. I'm not gonna say that it's false, because 9 times out of 10, it's true. What you understand, what's going on, what's being rapped about, what's being spoke about, is going on in the so-called in the Israelite community. You understand? And I say Israelite, I'm talking about you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? The jury, I'm not too sure about you, Hispanic, but you know what I'm saying. I'm moving on though. You understand, right? The things that these men rap about in the satanic industry, satanic music industry, these things are things happening prevalently in the hood, right? In the ghettos, in the slums, right? You understand? Our women are whoring themselves out. You understand? Negroes are selling each other poison, and you understand, things to kill their brethren. So I'm not gonna say it's false, but what I will say is that the satanic industry, it capitalizes off of our oppression, off our affliction. You understand? As everything else around this world capitalize off our affliction. You understand? Uh, so basically, with that being said, let me read it again. Bear not hatred to thy neighbor for every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices. So you understand, more than likely what the brother was speaking about in his raps, in his because you can't get into Satan's music industry without speaking blasphemy, you understand, without speaking perverse things, you understand, without speaking wickedness. You understand? So more than likely the brother was speaking wickedness and do nothing at all by injurious practices. And the brother was, you understand, more than likely the brother was going off. So you understand, he was manipulated. He was taken advantage of. Me personally, I think his family should sue the satanic music industry, because in all of the other families who have taken a loss, who have lost a loved one due to the uh, uh due to the destitute mind state of the brothers, due to the destitute mind state, yeah, as I said, in the basefulness of these men, right? Because you have to be a base man to be an underling to a fool, right? To go and sign a contract, basically, as they say, you understand, they don't hide it. They tell you, look, you're signing away your life, you understand? So you sign this $1,000,000, you basically, you're mine right now until I say so, right? So these men are men of a base level, you understand, to give your everything to another man that's a fool, which would be the satanic music industry, is full of what? It's not full of righteous men or men of understanding. It's full of foolish men capitalizing off of the ignorance of the unwise. You understand? Now, with that being said, verse 8, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one person to another. So you understand, with that being said, the brother, you understand, he probably felt like, you understand, I made it now. You understand? I'm somebody. You understand? My name is ringing bells, or whatever the case may be. You understand? Right? Verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Bam. So verse 9 in Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 9. And it reads what? Why is earth and ashes proud? That's referring to man. So the man that walks the planet, man that walks earth, you understand? Why is earth and ashes proud? So why are you proud when you're a living being that the Lord created? He didn't make you for pride, you understand, so you can worship yourself, so you can exalt yourself. That wasn't the Lord's purpose for creating you, you beautiful creature, you understand? You magnificent creature, you understand? You don't know how much power is within you. You don't know how great you are. The Lord made you for righteousness' sake. You king, you priest upon the earth. You understand? You beautiful daughters of Zion, you princes, man. You princesses, man. You understand? The Lord didn't create you to destroy you. He don't want to see you be proud. You understand? Pride is death. You understand? Pride is death. To be proud is to die. You understand? You're dying by the second. Once pride is on you, you're consuming away. You understand? It won't be long before the Lord sends the death angel, the messenger, that cruel messenger. You understand? And then take it and then you got the ghost. You understand? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. So a man, now, you understand? When I speak on these subjects, I'm always cutting myself, you understand? Because I come from that lifestyle. I come from being a covetous man, right? I come from, you understand, pride, and you understand, arrogancy, right? Right? Oh, so arrogant, right? Right? What it say? Wise earth and ashes proud. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. So now, the word covetous means a man that desires or wants something of his neighbors that is. Shut up! Shut the hell up, man. Damn. Right? Let me read that again. Look at Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 9. Wise earth and ashes proud. There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Now, as I was saying, covetous is the meaning of a man, woman, or child that desires something, whether it be physical or spiritual or mental, whatever the case may be. They desire this thing, and it's their neighbors. You understand? It wasn't given to them. This thing was given to another man, woman, or child. But this person, through covetousness, through the wantonness of their eyes, they seek to have it. You understand? So bam. So now, speaking on the brother, you understand? May he sleep well, and may he come back into regeneration much more better, much stronger. You understand? Understanding the wiles of the devil. You understand? Able to dodge Satan's darts that he throwing at him. Able to understand that Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and 7. Oppression maketh the wise man mad, and the gift destroyeth the heart. You understand? So, of course, you're in the hood. You're oppressed. You understand? You want to get it out by any means necessary. You want to get out of there. You want to escape that thing, right? We all suffer that. We all understand that, right? But what the Lord say? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. So, brother, you have to wait. We have to. Trust me, man, I'm cutting myself. This is an examination for myself as well. You understand? You can't let your eyes deceive you. You understand? You can't let that wicked thing that's pumping in your chest deceive you. You can't let the thoughts in your mind deceive you. You understand? Because that's this world. This world is a big illusion, you understand, to the Israelite man, woman, or child. You understand? Right? For such in one setteth his own soul to sell. You understand? So that brother Pop Smoke, rest in peace to him. But the brother, he set his soul for sale. You understand? And the young man, he was a young man. That's a young babe, man. I would love to have that young man in my army. You understand? I would have loved to. You understand? Salakia. I'm going off. You understand? I said in my army. Salakia. That was my part. What I meant to say is I would love to, you understand, be an acquaintance. I would love for the Lord to unite me with young brothers as this young man, and allow us to see eye to eye, so that one day we can wage war in righteousness. You understand me? Against spiritual wickedness in high places is what I meant to say, correcting myself. Salakia, forgive me for my foolishness, right? Because you understand, the war is not it's not men, it's a spiritual war. You understand? And I'm not the general. I'm a little pawn in this thing. You understand? I'm nothing, man. I'm just a low level servant of the Lord. Yahweh Ba'Shem Mashiach Yahushua. Right? Let me read verse 9 again. For such an one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels. So you understand? So while the brother lived, he didn't feel like waiting. He didn't feel like being, you understand, afflicted, and you understand, he didn't feel like suffering it out with his people, being at the bottom. You understand, eating crumbs with bums, didn't take bread from the master. You understand, and take a gift to destroy your heart. He didn't run away with his people, right? I'm gonna jump to verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departeth from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his maker. Verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin. So a lot of these athletes, celebrities, this is my warning to you right now, to you Floyd Mayweathers. That guy's, you understand? I tilt my head off to him in righteousness. You understand? Because I'm no respected person. The brother, you understand? He got to where he's at. He's a fighter, is what I will say. Now it's time to you understand, give up this fight. He's a fighter in the physical world. He's a mighty man in the physical world. That's what I will say. You understand it from my looks of it. He's a so-called good father. You understand? He take care of his children, right? So I tilt my hat off to him in that sense. You understand? But what I will say to a lot of you actors, you so-called celebrities, you so-called stars, people that you understand who has a following, right? To you, if you're that man, woman, or child, you understand, whether you be young or old, I want to let you know now that pride is going to destroy you. Literally, it's going to deliver you to the pits of hell, you understand? And I'm not talking about somewhere with a man with a pitchfork, some red man. No, I'm talking about it's going to deliver you to the grave, you understand? It's going to deliver you into poverty, you understand? You're going to die before your time if you're a man living with pride. Or you're going to find yourself keep trying to chase the feeling that this pride brought you, you understand? I want you to, you don't necessarily got to look at this picture. I just want you to follow these footsteps, you understand? Follow the words, you understand? These words that I'm speaking to you are spirits, you understand? So listen to me, you understand? Let the words seep into you. Do not let pride get you destroyed. You understand? Do not be a captive to pride. Do not let pride rule over your vessel, rule over your spirit. You understand? Pride is the quickest way to get destroyed. You understand? To destroy you mentally, physically, spiritually. You understand? The Lord necessarily, he won't just, he not necessarily all the time. He's not just going to destroy you just because you got a little pride on you. Now, if you're a man constantly cloaked in pride, you understand? You wake up, man, what? You wake up to prideful, you understand? You wake up like, damn, where's my, May, get your ass in here, May. Where my slippers at, May? I told your ass, May. You understand? You're a proud man. You're a man with much anger, as the scriptures say. What? The greater his riches is, the greater his wrath. And I'm roughly paraphrasing, right? So I just want you celebrities, you athletes of my nation, of my lineage, of, you understand, you Israelite, so-called blacks, you Israelites is what I'm going to say, right? Do not take on the attribute of pride. Do not let pride be your destruction, is what I'm going to let you know, right? For pride is, verse 13, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. And therefore Yahweh, the Lord, brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. So you understand? It's just the fate of man. You understand? But it's going to happen more often to the Israelite man because you were given the spiritual things. You understand? Once you put off that spiritual nature that is within you and you take on the carnal nature full-fledged, then you have no protection. You understand? If you put off the spiritual man and you're just a worldly man, you're just a man who's all in the cares for money and in the cares of the world, you'll start to see that, you understand, you'll start to see that there's no happiness in that. There's no success in being a man of the world. There's nothing but grief, misery, and pain. You understand? You're constantly paying tribute, you understand, to the higher powers to keep this little ounce of power that you think you have, just to keep this worldly name when you're just a puppet. You understand? Pride is the beginning of your destruction, you Israelite men, women, and children. You understand? I'm going to jump to 18, verse 18. Pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. So you cannot be prideful, brothers and sisters. Do not let the so-called white man, woman, or child, or any of these nations give you something that will destroy your heart, that just drain the righteousness out of you. Drain the compassion that you have for your people out of you. You understand? Do not fall for the trap. Do not fall for the snare. You understand? Because there have been many men who have fallen from it, but through the mercy and the grace of Yahweh by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, they have been not given unto death. They have been given hard times and afflicted and chastised, but they understood that, okay, I'm constantly afflicted. What's going on? Something's not right here. I'm taking care of I'm doing everything I need to be doing right, but I'm not happy. Joy has not found me. You understand? I'm spending all this money. I got a $10 million house. I got a Bugatti, Lamborghini, but I'm not happy. When will I have joy, man? Everybody's asking me for something. When will I get my turn? You'll get your turn from the Lord, you understand? Your happiness is rooted and embedded in the Lord, you understand me? So with that being said, I'm going to say again, man, do not let pride overthrow you. Do not let a gift destroy your heart, you understand? You brothers and sisters who are out there struggling, I understand the struggle. I know it. You understand wholeheartedly. But you just have to stay down and endure. You understand? What they say in the world, they say what? Hard times doesn't last. You understand? But you understand, it's something to the effect, right? It's not the hard times that last. You understand? You have to outlast. Basically endure to the end. You understand? With that being said, I'm going to give all praises, glory, and honor unto the Abba, Nawi, Yahweh, Ba'ashema, Mashaki, Rashah. Hey, man, if I was Pop Smoke, family members or whatever, I would sue the music industry. I would sue all them folks. If I was, every rapper that passed away, man, y'all need to sue them folks, man. You understand? Because they tricked your child. They took advantage of him. They corrupted the mind of the innocent, of the unwise. You understand? But now the light is being shined and the veil is being uncovered. And you understand, through the grace of the Most High, I'm going to direct your steps back to him. And you can serve him on one accord and not have to doubt a damn thing. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not unto thine own understanding in all thy ways. Roughly paraphrasing what it say. In all thy ways acknowledge him and he shall direct thy path. So with that being said, I say, call Lord Yahweh Ba'ashema Mashiach Rashah. I'm going to say the water, Abba Nawa, Yahweh, Ba'ashema Mashiach Rashah, Barakatah, Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, the water, all praises. May the Most High bless you. Israelite men, women, and children. I'm going to say, Shalom.